Hello, hello, hey, hi, social media family. Hold it. I forgot. Sorry about that. I'm so traumatized by what had happened to this one poor animal, the lesser species of creatures, whereas I didn't open up with this present social media broadcast of video with my usual. So let me backtrack here first of all, and then, you know, I I can, know, how you say go over the much more. Go over the. See, I can't get my words together. And from there, I could go on with the greeting otherwise. Is what I meant to say. Only after I open up with the usual. You Bum, 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 do, 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 do. Bum, 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 bum. Here's Johnny. Thank you, Ed. And now I say, hello, hey, hi, everybody. My social media family, been up any subscribers and a visitor like to my own YouTube social media channel, and likewise chat room comment section. How you all doing? Well, hopefully everyone is doing at least okay, if not better yet to be said, to be, you know, well, doing and feeling okay, if not better yet to be said, to be doing and feeling all right, or if not best of all, to be said on a stated for the record, to be feeling blessed and stressed, more blessed and stressed, or too blessed to possibly become a beast stressed. You and yours, your family and friends, and hopefully me and mine, in that same line of thought and since work. And now that I've gotten the preliminaries out the way, then let's just dive into this here. Oh, but then, for the present social media content, video broadcast, but then the basic intro as an introduction and footnotes, as well as the name title for this present one, will complement all that I'm about to say. Anyway, though, this is probably the third installment or segment to address the issue of how this one rather cruel, mean person, of a born and raised female person, of a black woman representing the opposite sex, one of my neighbors among the residents of tenants had, most recently, brutally or viciously and or severely, violently assaulted or attacked this cat, being the lesser species of creatures, a stray cat of a dumb animal. And whereas to think that she had done something so cruel or so mean just really touched the nerve in me. I couldn't believe it in one sense, but I could believe in another. For where I'm at, for this here present vicinity area of a neighborhood community within city limits, being one of the less preferred ones, if you know what I mean. Read between lines, fill in the blanks, compared to the one that I had moved from as a result of the developments of still another neighbor from damn hell, having managed to, get the landlord or real estate administrative representative personnel to give me the walking papers that he should have received after I had went through all the proper policies on procedures of protocol to address the issue of his not only violations of his own apartment rental lease, but his total disrespect for my rights and privileges as his fellow neighbor. And he, out of resentment, had retaliated for my person having done just that, as well as I had reported him to the police a number of times, by managing to successfully get the real estate administrative personnel to do just that, as I had mentioned earlier, or as I was saying, or as I said and state for the record, And whereas I'm now here in this, less preferred vicinity neighborhood community within city limits, less preferred, being as it is one of the more poverty stricken and likewise more crime ridden ones, and whereas therefore I have some of such uh the worst or worstest neighbors from damn hell, like this black woman who had violently physically attacked this stray cat of the lesser species being of the animal kingdom, or whatever I've said. And whereas it broke my heart, and it had practically and possibly had me in tears to think that somebody could be so cruel, so mean, to throw one's weight around, whereas she outweighs this cat many times over. And I had my suspicion that this is what had happened, was I was trying to give the benefit of the doubt that maybe the cat had gotten into a fight with another cat and that was just that, or maybe worse yet, this stray cat had been violently physically attacked by creatures of the rodent family, and not just mice or mouses, but big rats, like a few big rats. And as the garbage dumpsters from time to time be overflowing with garbage or trash, being because the maintenance personnel here, janitors, etc., be neglecting their duties sometimes or quite often, hopefully not all the time, to take care of the necessary business at hand, which is to get rid of the different residents or tenants garbage or trash, and whereas that would be a roach and rodent infestation problem in the making. But anyway, though, it wasn't that either. I didn't think, though I was trying to get a benefit of the doubt, but I suspected that worst of all, the worst case scenario being which I had feared, and it had come to light that was the literal actual fact of the matter, that a human person of this black woman of a fellow neighbor had violently attacked this small, dumb animal of a cat, being of the lesser species of creatures. Because as I'm noticing, the cat is like not eating. I wonder why it wasn't eating for the last few days. And I'm thinking maybe somebody had cut out the cat's tongue, or I don't know. Maybe the cat is sick or something. But I picked the cat up, and I looked at his mouth, opened it, and so forth. And I didn't see any tongue cut out, but then I noticed a big red blotch on the cat's mouth. Now I'm like saying, some human did this to this cat. This haven't been. The cat is like looking weak and not moving about, and like one could. I'm like saying, some human had violently harmed this cat, and turned out that was the fact of the matter. Because as I'm trying to feed the cat wouldn't eat any food, and I got it some milk after that. Hopefully the cat drank some milk. But anyway, I was like asking this the very same black woman that was coming into the building with some girlfriend or whoever that other black woman is to her girlfriend, maybe a sister. I don't know. I would like to say bitch or hoe, but I'm trying to refrain from the use of that particular kind of language, because I had cussed and swear. I had cussed and swear, about this during one of two my last broadcast video social media content to address this same incident of a hate crime. Say the same incident of a hate crime that she herself had, violently physically inflicted upon this dumb animal of a cat, being of the lesser species of creatures representing the animal kingdom. Yeah, whereas I was saying, as she was coming in with her girlfriend or sister, whoever that other woman, or another black woman is supposed to be to her, associated with her person. I was like saying, wow, it looks like somebody has violently attacked the cat. Who would do such a thing? I mean, I'm trying to get a benefit of the doubt and thinking that maybe the cat got in a fight with another cat, or maybe, I don't know, a rodent had attacked it or something. And she was like saying, yeah, I heard that cat bothered with my pet cat, and bothered with it again. I heard it again. All that crazy, that stupid and sick, crazy talk. I'm like saying, what? I didn't, but I didn't respond to it like I wanted to, because I was saying that just to add fuel to the fire. You know, I mean, I'm living in this being one of the worstest vicinity area neighborhood communities within city limits. I'm just trying to bide my time until I can get out of here and get to a better neighborhood, because you got some really stupid and sick persons. It's always the black person cornering the market acting stupid and sick, you know, violating the civil and human rights, not only of one's fellow humans, but of dumb animals. So what I did say, though, in responding to the plan, I'm like saying, it's cruel for it would be cruel for a human to attack a dumb animal, and she didn't have anything to say from there. That's like attacking a baby in a violently physical way, or a elderly person of a senior citizen. Like a baby being violently physically attacked in a nursery school, or like an elderly senior citizen person being violently physically attacked in a nursing home. Ooh, sorry. My science about me, more or less. Yeah, and I'm trying to get this out, this social media broadcast out at this rather late hour, and here it is 3-something in the morning, but I couldn't go to sleep behind this, and as soon as I thinking about this and reflecting on how I was cussing and swearing like a drunken sailor and destroyed my good testimony in Christ as a believer in God, behind this here, incident of a hate crime of an overgrown human person throwing one's weight around, who outweighs this dumb, defenseless animal of a stray cat many times more, to come off like a cowardly bully and a terrorist wannabe to inflict some of such severe, serious physical pain that this dumb animal of a cat had become subject to experiencing coming from her. I swear, it just rubbed me the wrong way. It got into my craw, whatever. It got me feeling the funk, where I'm like thinking, what somebody needs is to slap the taste out of your mouth, see how you like that. Have you starving for a few days in a row, because it looked like the cat is starving. Cat is not able to eat and walk around. Like, I'm wondering if this heifer had broke some bones in this cat. This cat not walking around like it could either. I'm like, you have got to be a cruel, mean person. I want to say the B word or the H word, but I'm trying to refrain from that. After having destroyed my good testimony in Christ's name, reflecting upon this hate crime incident, that she herself had inflicted on this dumb animal, or one of the fine felines, as they say. Man, I'm like, she's pathetic. She's pitiful. Representing all that is bad in humans. This is a black female person or woman had done or did this to a dumb, stray animal of a cat, for the building here. I'm like, you have got to be a really ugly, evil, cold-blooded person to have done that to this cat. I'm like, I had to shake my head and say, oh, wow. So I'm going to try to get in touch. I'm going to try to make contact with you know, animal welfare. Hopefully the cat is still alive the next morning, this coming morning, you know. I mean, it is a new day already, come daylight and so forth. I'm try to make contact with, you know, not animal control, with animal welfare. Animal welfare agency representative personnel so that he can come and get this cat before this ugly, evil black woman murders or kill the cat, you know, the stray animal of a cat. Whereas I would think that it would have been more merciful if she had or did just that than to have the cat walking around looking like it's starving to death and in pain, and blood is on the dried blood. Didn't look like it was a fresh, moist block of blood on the cat's out on the outside of the cat's mouth, like she has violently, physically attacked the cat again. You know, I'm like saying, you have got to be a really cruel, mean person to have done this to this cat. Yeah, the devil and his demons are busy. And that I believe, sincerely, seriously believe that there is a special place in damn hell reserved for this one woman. I want to say the B word, but I'm trying to refrain from using that, you know, or express myself with explicit profanity or using cuss words instead of that. I'm trying my best not to use the B word, but she has got to be a really ugly, evil person of a woman, of a black sister that done that, you know. So that tells me a lot about her. You're a raunchy heifer, you know, and no real man would think to date you. No, not in the least, you know. A ugly, evil, old school ghetto project chick, you may as well say, with a ghetto mentality, a ghetto mindset, you know, old school valley girl. No real man wants to date you, you know. And if a man could possibly marry you, it wouldn't be a real man. A real man, if he were to marry a ugly, evil heifer like that, one would have to have been drunk or worse yet, high, you know, to manage to foolishly do that, to marry an ugly, evil, old skeezer skank of a cutthroat broad or dame, is that being that much I can say, you know. I'm like, you have got to be an ugly, evil street character of a woman at that to have done this cruel, mean, brutal, vicious kind of hate crime against a dumb animal. It would make me lose somewhat, if not altogether, my faith in mankind. Well, you know what I mean to say. You know, or hopefully not like why my faith in God. You know, I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You got to be a really ugly, evil person to inflict that kind of pain, kind of physical pain on a dumb animal that's associated with representing the lesser species of creatures. Like I said, it would have been much more merciful if she just took the cat out of his misery, you know, after hurting the cat. If she were to seriously have a conscience, you know, and feel remorse for what she had done, just kill the cat, you know. Don't necessarily have to knife or shoot the cat. Just you know, get a pillow and suffocate the cat, or just hang the cat right quick, you know. The cat is like walking around like it hasn't eaten for days, at least a couple few days, looking like it's starving, and at the same time, it looks like it's starving. It looks like it's suffering so much physical pain. You've got to be a really ugly, evil, cruel, mean person to have done some of such a ugly, evil, mean, cruel, cruel act as that being against a dumb, defenseless animal. Oh, it just makes me so mad. I don't want to use God's name in vain, but it makes me just so it makes me so damn mad, you know. I mean, it pisses me off to think that this woman is, I'm trying not to use the B word, to think that she had done or did this to this dumb, defenseless animal, a stray cat, the building cat here. Well, I know one thing, at the end of her life, God's going to bring it back to her because Carmen is a monster, you know. So I hope she enjoyed her life while she still have it in this world. Because after she passed from this life, you hear what I'm saying, and enter into, you know, the great beyond, the hereafter, the afterlife, God is going to bring it back to her attention as this hate crime incident that she had inflicted a physical pain upon this dumb animal of a stray cat is going to be one of the worstest episodes of her life that will be brought back to her remembrance, brought as God will refresh her memory, how she had done or did something just ever so evil, you know. That's like if a person, a grown adult person, were to get to violently physically attacking a baby or an infant, or violently physically attacking just as much helpless elderly person of a senior citizen. You know, man, people can be so cruel. I mean, that's one way you could tell the ugly, cruel, mean, evil person. Somebody being a human who violently physically attacks a dumb animal or a baby or infant or a elderly person of a senior citizen. You know, somebody need to put her out her misery. You know, somebody need to give her a taste of her own medicine. You know, like another woman need to punch her lights out. You know, or knock her out with one punch and knock her into the next world. Then she could go and meet her maker, the devil, with his demons much sooner. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Anyway, though, that's what I wanted to discuss with you all again, you know, about this, you know, violent physical attack that this black woman had inflicted of so much pain upon a dumb, defenseless animal of a stray cat, you know. And I'm about to close now, you know. Try to get me some sleep regardless of this here, you know. I mean, this is stuff that bad dreams or nightmares are made of. I come to think of it, I think I did have a bad dream about something. I had a premonition that something could possibly happen to this cat, you know, because I was having suspicion that something just ain't right. Cat is, well, you know, well, what I miss. Anyway, though, as you all know, I will open up a social media broadcast or video, you know, with the preliminaries of the basic intro and footnotes that I will compose some certain. Then I will speak upon a subject matter, uh, social media content of a video, regardless of whether or not I will speak upon a few, or four more, at least one subject matter topic discussion. or give an argument to be debated with the many different views and opinions to be associated with and represented of, and then I will give the closing by saying, so I paraphrase it, not quote exactly. If you haven't gotten Christ as your own personal Lord and Savior, I would hope that you would think to do so now while the blood is still running warm in your veins. By recognizing and realizing what he himself had done or did upon the cross of Calvary on the hill of Golgotha, suffering at the hands of some sort of Roman soldiers up under the orders of their superiors, religious, political, militaristic, and etc. But then, nevertheless, was he went to that cross of Calvary to become the perfect sacrifice, the only sacrifice for you as well as for me. Don't steal my, you know, don't steal my physical gesture. I'm gonna have to copyright it sometime before somebody plagiarizes it. And anyway, though, getting back to some of such other. And whereas if anybody, regardless of race, walk of life, passion, society, lifestyle preference, gender, age, etc., at least to be included. If anybody been of any of us human were to profess some such faith in him, our Lord and Savior Christ, Messiah, delivered from there, we will become and be blessed in one regard and another, in more ways than one. First and foremost, with this salvation, being which is the only means by which anybody, any one of us can or could possibly from there become or be, citizens of the kingdom of heaven. The second of all, okay,